Jason Rzucidlo reporting from Michigan International Speedway. Brad Keselowski won the CARFAX 250 race earlier today. Find out what he had to say during a press conference right here at Michigan International Speedway.
Well, I guess, we had the test day on Thursday, and kind of started off the test not feeling all too good about our car, and by the end of the test felt great about our car. I knew we were going to be really good. It looked like the 33 and us were pretty good, and it just, man, everything came together from there, from qualifying to the race. We had the one hiccup in the race with some of the clutch struggles and losing some track position there. And only really fell back to second, but just, Carl put up a dogfight to pass, and so did Paul Menard. So nobody gave us anything today. We had to work our butts off for it. And on the last green flag pit stop, stalled it out on pit road because it didn't have clutch, and was really nervous about that. The 60 car was able to kind of pull a gap on us because of that, and we were running them down, but I don't know if we were going to pass them. It was going to be really close. So the yellow came out, and we had to restart, and knew I had to pull the perfect move, and he kind of pulled away a little bit, which was just enough room for me to get the perfect side draft on him, and side drafted him into one, and just drove away from there. And then just the real strength of our Dodge Challenger showed up and just drove away.
We're also joined by today's winning crew chief, Paul Wolfe. Paul, your thoughts as the race unfolded from on top of the box?
Yeah, I thought obviously the race started real well for us. We had to overcome that. Shows how strong our team is, and we're bringing fast race cars, and that allows us to overcome trouble, which I feel like we did today. These cars obviously are a little different to race. I could see a lot more, obviously, with the different aero package. It's makes for interesting racing there with the drafting, especially at a place like Michigan. And that allowed Carl and to hold us back there that one run when I felt like we were a better car. So coming down to the end, it was with only 6 laps on our tires and the potential issues that could go wrong with our clutch on pit road, it just I felt like even if some guys did take tires, we had such a good car. If we got out front, we would just pull away, and that was definitely the case today. So just real excited about all the hard work that's gone into this new car, and obviously we still have a lot more to go for sure, and we just keep building on this momentum.
We'll go ahead and open up to questions again. As always, state your name and affiliation. We'll start with Mike. I got Chris, Reed, Tom, and we'll go upstairs for a question up there.
Yeah, Brad, Mike Brudenell from the Free Press. Second win in a row here in the Nationwide Series. I mean, sweeter than the first, or about the same, or how would you describe it? And you had a lot of people here to watch it.
Well, overall, I think same general feeling. You never know when you win if it's going to be your last win ever. And you kind of try to treat them like that. And I think of this one, and it's one that I'm certainly going to cherish, especially with driving for Roger Penske, who's just down the street here, and being able to win close to home. We had Ralph here, the CEO of Dodge, and to get the first win for the Challenger with him here, that's special as well. And just a lot of things that will make this a special win, and fighting back from adversity. The clutch issue was something I was really nervous about and didn't know if that was going to cost us the race, and we're trying to be cool about that, but it's easy to get upset. And so it's cool to fight back from those adversities. The win last year was special because we won the race without having the fastest car, and this year we won the race with having the fastest car. So it's a little different feeling. This is a little bit more of a team victory in some ways, and certainly one that I'm still very proud of, and would put in parallel to winning here last year.
Yeah, Chris Jenkins, Associated Press. Was the clutch an issue on restarts? It certainly didn't look like it.
No, you guys seem to have a better handle on the car, after this first race than anybody else is. Are you a lot more comfortable with the two coming up after this because of this performance?
Certainly more comfortable about them coming up, obviously with the results of Daytona and the results here today. But obviously Richmond is a much different track than Daytona and Michigan. A lot of different things are going to require out of your car, just as in the old cars we had before this. We built different style cars to go there because it requires braking and all those things that it takes to keep your car running. For me, I was nervous about this car for a lot of reasons. I was nervous because, quite honestly, I haven't run that well on the Cup side, and this chassis is based off the Cup car. And I looked at it and thought, well, geez, if I haven't ran very well in the Cup car when it comes into how am I going to do when we bring it to the nationwide side? So, I think that I was a little nervous about it from that standpoint, and obviously the reliability of anything that's new. And so to be able to go out and win in that car, knowing it's the same chassis as the Cup car with some very subtle differences, is a huge boost huge boost of momentum that hopefully I can carry over to tomorrow as well.
Brad, Tom Jensen, Speed.com. Congratulations.
To answer your second question first, I'm not the one to judge on what's over-reported and what's not. I'm a little too close to the fire.
How does it feel to race against your brother Brian, and are there any rivalries there?
He was. We always had our cars in my dad's old shop, and they'd be parked next to each other, and we'd have my dad would make us use one air hose and one impact, and my brother would be like, "This is my side of the garage. Don't walk over here. Don't look over here." You just had to understand my brother to get that. And, the air hose was on his side, so we were fighting every damn day, and so there was a little bit of rivalry there, but our racing career took different paths, about 5 or 6 years ago, and a lot of that has subsided, and I think now we each have appreciation for each other's successes. I'd like to see him become more successful, but I know he's trying, and I'm supportive of him.
Hey, Steve Richards from PRN. Brad, could you just talk about your new foundation? Got a press release on that today, what its accomplishments and goals are?
Well, like I said, it's new, so working on the accomplishment end, but have the first function here this weekend. It was something I wanted to do at the Michigan Speedway as somewhat of a thank you for those that have supported me, and kind of chose to support some of the military route, which is close to my heart with obviously I'm of a generation that quite a few of my friends and acquaintances joined the military, and went to Afghanistan and Iraq, and so a lot of those people that come back wounded or hurt are people that I either went to school with or knew, or so it hits close to home. So supporting the wounded warriors this weekend is what I'm doing with my foundation, and just bringing a bunch of them to the racetrack and letting them come have some fun. It's easy to get caught up in your own pitfalls sometimes, whether it's having a bad day at the racetrack or missing an arm or a leg or not being able to walk or worse. So it's cool to be able to do things for them and give back in the ways that I know how.